My brother is coming over today for brunch, and I thought this is a great time to actually shoot this video because I'm going to be making pancakes. I just had 2 prep videos go out, and this is a great one to add to your repertoire for great things to prep because you can get your pancakes ready. You can throw them in the freezer, and I'm going to show you an easy way to do that to be able to grab and go. And I have been using my pancakes for sandwiches, for breakfast, and I will stuff them. So I'll do like we call it a breakfast taco, where you're putting sausage and eggs, scrambled eggs in the pancake. Or you can just put some cottage cheese with berries, some Greek yogurt with berries. All ways to up your protein for those of you that are concerned that you're not getting enough. And they are absolutely delicious, and the dogs barking indicate the sign that he is here. Hey there, I'm shooting a video real fast. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start with 2, Flynn wants to play now, of course. So what we're doing is we're starting with 2 cups of fresh milled soft white wheat berries, and I am choosing this because it is milder in flavor, and I could go for the gusto and use the hard red, which is a little bit higher in protein, but since we're adding the Greek yogurt, which is going to up that protein big time, I'm not really worried about it, and this is just going to make them super delicious. I am using my beautiful Nutrimill. I will put my link in the description below if you are ready to get started milling your own grains so that you can go ahead and order your mill. That is the one thing required to be able to do this, and then you can make all the things. I don't have flour in my home until I'm ready to have it. Most nutritious way to use it. So 2 cups of the fresh milled soft white wheat flour, and I make it just a little bit heaping because if you think about it, when a bag of flour has been on a truck and it's traveling, it is being compacted, and as it's sitting on the shelf in the grocery store, it is compact. Where this has just been milled, it's light and fluffy, so whenever you're replacing this in your recipes, think about that and just do a little bit of a heaping and you'll be just fine with cup per cup. Okay, so I'm doing 2 cups of the soft white because I want a lot of extra to be able to put in the freezer. And we are using 1 teaspoon of sea salt. Just getting my dry ingredients together. 1 teaspoon of baking soda. And we're going to use 2 teaspoons of baking powder. We're going to put in some cinnamon because that is a superfood. We're using 2 tablespoons of sucanat, which is sugarcane natural, and it retains nutrients, and nutrients matter and make a big difference in lowering that blood sugar level. We don't have to worry about that big spike. But if you don't have sucanat, you can go on my Amazon storefront. I'll put a link in the description below and order some. Sometimes it doesn't always work well, but we'll just pick out the little shells. It's fine. It's fine. See, most of the time it works out just fine. One-fisted. 4 eggs. And now we're going to whip those really well. Whip it. Whip it good. Da-na-na-na-na. Down, down.
You must whip it.
If something's going wrong, you must whip it. What's the next line?
You must whip it.
I don't ever measure my vanilla. I just pour it in. I love vanilla. The more the merrier, right? I don't know. 2 cups of Greek yogurt. I'm using Feuillet. If you have a favorite yogurt, I just wanted it to be super thick and lots of protein. And if you would do me a favor and leave me a comment below. I love hearing from you guys what it is that you want to see on my channel. As many of you already know, I am a nutrition and wellness coach. I actually do this for a living. And so I love to hear from you. This channel is to help people on their health journey. And so anything that you would like to hear or see, let me know in the comments below. Getting in that 2nd cup of Greek yogurt, and we're going to add it to the dry And let's talk a minute about health. I could sit here and say if you don't have fresh milled flour to use, something like King Arthur from the grocery store, but I'm not gonna say that because it's not healthy. And what's my channel about? It's about health. And so I'm not gonna be telling you to use something that's not healthy. It's not a neutral. And so in this thing, as we're trying to move towards optimal health, we have to start realizing what's neutral, what do we fit in the good, better, and best category, try to stay over there, and what are we trying to eliminate? So we're definitely trying to eliminate those high processed flours. And what you could do is you could do some oat flour. You can simply make your own oat flour at home with oats, and you can put those in a blender, or you can use a coffee grinder. There's so many different ways that you can do that. But that would be, you know, the best alternative. But just go ahead and get yourself a mill. Just do it, get it over with. Buy it once, have it for life. Okay, so what we're gonna do now is we're gonna add just a little bit of half and half. You can use milk, you can use coconut milk, you use whatever you desire. I don't have milk in the house right now because I don't drink milk, and rarely do I go through phases. But anyway, half and half as it is, just enough to make it nice and creamy. I'm actually gonna add just a little bit more. So I'm gonna say I probably added maybe 3 tablespoons. It already has amazing flavor. Delicious, delicious. Okay, we're gonna move this to the side. I'm gonna take a moment to kind of clean up real quick because I don't like stuff hanging around. So I'm gonna get out my absolute favorite pan for this, and I will have this on my Amazon storefront. It's already on there. I have loved this pan, and it's also pretty. I would actually love the entire cookware set, but I got this for pancakes, but I use it for scrambled eggs, for regular eggs, sausage, when, like, today's a special occasion. So crepe, it's actually for crepes, which I'm going to get to that, but I haven't made crepes yet. I am doing this on medium low because that's when my pancakes turn out best. If I have it any higher than that, this is gas. I don't know what to compare to with the electric, but if I have it any higher than that, they start to burn. They get done too fast on the outside and not on the inside. So slow and low, and we just have to be patient. Patience is something that I have been having to acquire lately as I've really been working on self-discipline, really making sure I have my quiet time in the morning with the Lord and trying to be still and know, which is hard for me. Something I'm working on. Today I'm going to be using butter. Butter is actually very good for you. It's very good for the cells, great source of protein, and it's not what makes you fat. And I've talked about this before, but a friend of mine, her thesis in college was butter, and she studied it through a microscope and found that molecularly it's so small that it slips right through the cell. I'm gonna drop my sausage. So this is a high protein breakfast with our sausage and our scrambled eggs and our high protein pancakes. So you can get everything except for your eggs. You can get your sausage ready and have that individual as well. And I would store that in the refrigerator for the week. You probably can freeze them, but I don't take it that step. And then with your eggs, an idea is for you to do the eggs in the Instant Pot, a soft boil, and then you can eat those eggs for days to come as well. And you can have those as a side or a snack, put them on your salad. If you put them on your salad, you're probably going to want them a little bit more well done. I just happen to love a soft boiled egg. I'm not a big fan of cooked to death. Let's pop those pancakes on. And you know, we're going to do a couple because I might want to add a little bit more half and half because those are pretty thick bad boys, aren't they? Pretty thick. And I can, yeah, I'm going to add just a little bit more. We're making them a little thinner because they're a little thick. This is my brother, and it used to be intimidating because he's a really good cook and chef and stuff, but I've learned a thing or two. So Not intimidated anymore. And we have healthy sausage, if that's such a thing, that is local and there's no additives. And it's just, it's the best tasting as well, in my opinion. Oh my goodness, these smell so good. So good. So good. I got you. Hey! All right, let's get a couple more of these pancakes and then it is time to eat, and I am ready. Frying them up in that good old sausage grease. People will be like, I thought she said she's healthy. She's eating, yes, I'm eating some sausage. Everybody needs some sausage every now and then. Okay, guys, I'm gonna ask you to please help support my channel by sharing. Share, share, share. One day I would love for this to be my only job. And I tell you what, it is a lot of work, but I love it. But how nice would it be if this was my only job? You gotta tell other people about me that you know are on the mission of optimal health. I can help you get there. High protein, easy prep, get them over with, freeze them. So what I do is I flash freeze. I will put these on parchment paper on a baking sheet, slide them into the freezer for about an hour, pull them back out, throw them in a bag, and they don't stick to each other, so you can pull out as many as you want without having to worry about them sticking. There's something weird about how this makes them last longer. I do it with avocados as well, and they stay green for months. Where if I just take avocado, throw it into a bag and freeze it without flash freezing it, it will turn brown. I don't know what it is, but it's magical. Flash freeze is the way to go. Get ready for your pancakes because I'm warming them up for you. Make sure they're super hot.
Fine food.
Okay, here's the pecan and my beautiful egg.
You need a fork? Yeah, please.
Couple pieces of sausage. I'm just one. Tons of protein, high in fiber because of the pancake and doing great things. And I'm gonna drizzle some peanut butter on here to up the fats, healthy fats and protein, and make it extra delicious. So